I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and greetings and salutations to the Akwaf that are listening and learning. Just want to get into some scriptures concerning the fall of some of the nations that ruled over the earth at its given time, okay, at its age. Basically speaking on the fall of Babylon, the fall of the Egyptian kingdom, the Greeks, they had their time to rule. The Romans had their time to rule, and their rule ended in roughly 470 CE, Christian era. Okay, so all of these places had their time to rule. Even during the Dark Ages, when Jacob, okay, the Israelites, they were calling themselves Moors, okay, and Muslims and Christians, when they were ruling, they called it the Dark Ages. Okay, their rule actually came to an end when the Renaissance began. Okay, that's when Esau came back into power. All right, that's that serpent, man, coming back after that 1,000 years in that pit, in that state of confusion. The pit meaning confusion, man. Okay, so when he came back, man, the so-called blacks that were ruling in Europe, they were taken down. All right, and during the 1490s and the 1619, between 1490s and 1619, they were snatched up and started to be made slaves, man. Okay, so what's getting ready to happen, man? This place that we call America, all right, along with its allies, the European Union, the NATO, these people are getting ready to take that L, man. They're gonna be in captivity. They're gonna be put into captivity, man. The roles are gonna be reversed again. Okay. Well, I want to get a few scriptures to show you how the Most High took these places down, and there is no getting around it. Okay, I'm going to start reading Revelations 11 and 8. Revelations 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. Okay. Why would this place be called Sodom and Egypt? Well, because the laws that are being passed by the nation of Edom, giving these alphabet people mad rights, man. You call them out their name, and you can end up with a hate crime, man. You see? And why is it spiritually called Egypt? Because of the bondage. Okay? We were in physical chains, and now we're in mental chains. Not those of us that are in the truth, but those of us that are denying this truth, man, that don't want to come back to this truth. These people are still in spiritual chains, man. Okay? What does it say? The scripture say the truth shall set you free. And now that we have the truth, man, we are free. Even though we're still in this man's system, we know that there's something greater coming. All right? However, we have to get there, you know what I mean? Through salvation in the chariots or through being beheaded, man. Because we don't want to accept this place anymore. We're done. Okay, so this place is getting ready to go down because the Most High sanctioned it. All right, I'm going to go to Genesis, the 19th chapter, read a little on Lot. And how the Most High destroyed Sodom. All right, 19 and 24. Genesis 19. Okay, here, yeah, start at 24, Salakia. Genesis the 19, verse 24. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities, which there were three other cities. Right now, the names of the three others escape me, but they were similar cities to Sodom and Gomorrah, and they were destroyed because of the wickedness, man, that was going on in these places, man. The homosexuality, all right, and the other perverseness, man, bestiality, all kinds of stuff, man. Okay. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. Now, when we talk about Lot's wife, a lot of the people today here in America that are taking this jab, I'm going to be careful, very careful with what I say. I lost my other channel and hundreds of videos because of it. Because of this jab, these people are taking. And what they don't know is that the economy here in America is pretty much done. Okay, the dollar is pretty much dead, man, and there is going to be no more trade with the U.S. dollar here very soon. So the digital currencies are becoming very popular, and at some point they're going to be offering the MOB, the mark of the beast, the CHIP. Okay. The RFID, CHIP, whatever, however you want to say it, without getting a strike on your damn channel, you have to say it. But this is what's going to be offered, and a lot of these people are going to be like Lot's wife, man. Okay? They're going to seek to save their lives, man, by taking these things. Okay? By accepting these unrighteous decrees by this man. All right? And they're going to end up like Lot's wife. They're going to be destroyed, man. Okay? And Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before the Lord, and he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah and toward all the land of the plain, and beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as smoke of a furnace. And it came to pass, when Yahweh destroyed the cities of the plain, that Yahweh remembered Abraham and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities in which Lot dwelt. So just like the Most High remembers the promise to Abraham, man, about the seed, that seed line, and that promise of the kingdom of heaven, at that time, he's going to do the same thing now. And there's going to be an elect group of people that are going to be taken up out of this destruction. Okay? Because that's what is definitely coming. Destruction is coming to America and other cities that are mentioned. That have Edomites in them, okay? These countries, these nations that have Edomites in them, they're going to be destroyed also, okay? Just simple as that. Too far up here. There we go. I want to go to the Wisdom of Solomon 17. And I'm going to read, quite a bit of chapter 17, because it talks about I'm going to go from Sodom and Gomorrah and its destruction to some of the things that were taking place in Egypt. Okay. And these things are going to be taking place here in America, man. All right. Whether you know it or not, there's going to be a lot of strange events that are going to take place here. Okay. Some extremely, some horror is going to be taking place here in America. Okay. So let's start Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17. For great are thy judgments, and cannot be expressed. Therefore, unnurtured souls have erred. For when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, that's the Edomites and these other nations that oppressed the holy nation, which is the children of Israel, they being shut up in their homes, the prisoners of darkness, and fetters with the bonds of a long night, lay there, let me read that again. And fettered with the bonds of a long night, lay there, exiled from the eternal providence. And for while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, They were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. Okay, these Egyptians were getting they were getting spooked to death, man. Some of these people were having heart attacks. That's going to happen here in America. Shit, some of the things that are coming, just the things that we can see, the economy collapsing. Okay, the food shortages. You know, these jobs are going to start shutting down again. They're going to lock everything down. People are going to start having heart attacks because of that shit, man. And that's nothing. That's nothing compared to what's going to start taking place, man, when chariots are seen every day in the skies. Okay? Hundreds of them. Big-ass chariots, man. Small ones, hundreds of small ones, dozens of big ones. One or two giant ones. These people are going to lose their goddamn minds, man. All right? Let alone just the apparitions that are going to be coming around. You know, these demons are going to be manifesting themselves. You know, I wake up every damn night, man, and I swear, man, I'm not even gonna go there. But it's getting ready to get sporty out here, man. I don't want to get into that. It's another video. For neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, but noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances. You see? And when I just said earlier, you know, at night sometimes I wake up. I know they're angels. They can't come in my room because I prayed over my home before we moved in. Okay, I send prayers up every day. You know, but there's people with these. Let me read that again. Okay, sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances. Okay. So there's angels, man. There's some angels that come in and their countenance is very, very troubling, man. All right, but the look that I get from some of them is not to harm. It's not harmful. It's not a harmful look. It's pretty much it's a concerned look, you know. But I see that, man. I don't tell my wife about that stuff, but it happens, man. All right. So these people, man, are getting ready to see some shit. All right. No power of the fire might have give them light. So it was so damn dark. You know, they were filled. Egypt was filled with so much darkness, man, that you could have a flame that was burning your damn nose and you still couldn't see the light. Okay. That's how dark it was. And that's how it's going to be here. All right. But when it says that the moon and the light shall not give their darkness, that's that knowledge and that wisdom, man. You know, the sun being the wisdom and the moon being the knowledge. All right. That doesn't mean the physical sun and moon are going to be put out. Even though when the nuclear bombs hit here, you're not going to really be able to see them because there's going to be so much dust. But when it says that, it's talking about the wisdom, man, and the knowledge of this place. And you can see that leaving right now. All right. These scriptures, man, that are coming out. These brothers that are out here teaching us, you know. That's not that's the true wisdom. That's the true light. That's true sunlight, the true moonlight. Okay? And no power of the fire might give them light, neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night. Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself, very dreadful. For being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight they saw not. So they were hearing things around them, you know, animals growling. You know, what kind of animals, we don't know. They felt things touching them, you see. And these people were dropping dead, some of them. All right. As for the illusions of art, magic, they were put down. So all of these magicians that the Egyptians had, all of these tricksters, man, all these people that tried their magic to get rid of these things, that shit was put down like it wasn't nothing, okay? And their vaunting and wisdom was reproved with disgrace. So they were put to disgrace, man. Their wisdom was put to disgrace. For they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from sick soul were sick themselves of fear, worthy to be laughed at. And though no terrible thing did fear them, yet being scared with beasts that passed by and hissed of serpents. They did die for fear. So like I said, some of these people were dying from goddamn heart attacks, man. Okay? A lot of these people were dying from heart attacks. And that's coming again, man. Whether you people want to believe it or not, there's going to be some horrible things taking place here. All right? I'm going to read Jude 1 and 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, that's that homosexuality, man, the bestiality, are set for an example. Okay? So Sodom and Gomorrah and Egypt, all of these places, man, when you read about these things in the Bible, they were set as an example. Okay? Even the king of Babylon, man, when he was turned into a beast, that is in the scriptures. Okay? And the scriptures say that these things were written for our learning so that we wouldn't repeat these things. Okay? So now the nation of Edom, the earth, Job 9 and 24, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. What does the wicked do? They go against the scriptures, man. So what's going to happen to these people and their pride? They're going to have to be put down. They're going to have to be put down, man. Okay? Suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. And that's what's coming to this place, man. All hell is going to break loose. And then at some point, the nuclear missiles are going to be coming. And you're either going to be here to experience those nuclear missiles, or you're going to get salvation, man. There's two judgments coming, especially to the children of Israel. Okay? 2/3 are going to experience horrible deaths during the fall of this place. Okay? The sword, the animals, the tear. Okay? All right? And in these concentration camps being tortured to death. All right? That's what the 2/3 got coming to them. And then eventually, you know, those that make it through that, all right, the martial law and all the other things, they're going to be consumed by this fire, man. All right? They're going to be consumed by the nuclear missiles. It's just simple as that. All right? And the brothers that are out there on the streets teaching these things, along with myself, man, we risk life and limb to teach you people these things. We put our faces out here to teach you things against this country, man, because they're wicked as hell. This place is wicked as hell, and we need to get the hell out of here. Okay? And we do that out of love, man. But we're getting tired of this shit because some of you people just don't want to listen. So Ezekiel 16, 49. 49 and 50. Behold, this was iniquity of thy sister Sodom, prideful of bread and abundance of idleness. In this place right now, you know, there's a lot of people, man. And idleness, what does that do? It makes you do things that you wouldn't normally do. You know, when you get laid off from a job, like this big shutdown that happened, man, a lot of wickedness took place when this shutdown happened, man. Okay? A lot of people have been turned into lazy ass bums. It's just simple as that. You can't put it any other way. Okay? And there was no reason for that. All right? Now these places are opening back up, like they say. But when this shutdown took place, all I want to tell you is a lot of people became idle. And a lot of people started to do things that they normally wouldn't do. Okay? And that's what's taking place. All right? Idleness was in her and in her daughters. Neither did she strengthen the hand of the poor and needy. And they were haughty and committed abomination before me. Therefore I took them away and I saw good. So the Most High is getting ready to just kill a lot of you people, man, because of your pride and your ignorance, you know what I mean? And your wickedness has grown exponentially. Okay? So the Most High is going to deal with you. He's definitely getting ready to deal with you. Get the book of Baruch here. Baruch 4. Baruch 4, 25 and 37. 25 to 37. Do I want to read all that? Sure. Okay, so basically, let me read that. Baruch chapter 4, 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you. Let me lift this up. I can read a little easier. My children, suffer patiently. Wrath is come upon you from Yahweh. For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction. You see, the Most High is saying, we will see this man's destruction shortly. And shalt tread upon his neck, because that is what's going to happen when he goes into slavery. Shit, the 2/3, man, and even the elect, man, they're going to come down here and put hands on some of these people. Okay? I wish I'm a part of that number. I hope and pray, man, that I'm a part of that number. Can't wait. My delicate ones have gone rough ways. That's the Israelites and all the shit and all the hell that we've been catching. Okay? And we're taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. Who is our enemy? The nation of Edom and the other nations, man. Moab, Ammon. You can read that in Psalms, the 83rd chapter. Okay? Ishmael, Ham. All right? All those people are the enemies of the children of Israel. For ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you, and we are. For as it was your mind to go astray from Yahweh, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. For he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. So, like I said, the people in the Psalms 83rd chapter, man, afflicted the hell out of the children of Israel, okay, and our fall. And they're very miserable right now because the fact that we're waking up, all right? That's why all of these things are taking place, man. Having to go get a job and to go to certain jobs, okay? 32. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation, because now they're actually starting to see that this thing is finished, man. These people are not in a good case, man. The governments know that we're waking up. You know, some of these peon Edomites know that we're waking up. You know, I had 2 Edomites say something about my chain. One of them even said, oh my God, the 12 tribes. Yeah, she knows what it is. Yeah, that's what's happening, man. These people are their stomachs are twisted up, man, because they know that something's coming. All right, judgment's coming. That's what's coming. For as she rejoices at thy ruin and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. Okay, so America is getting ready to get absolutely, positively destroyed, man. No ifs, ands, or buts. Okay, and all of her NATO and all of her buddies, man, that rejoiced in our downfall, okay? It's your turn, but it's our turn to rule, and we're going to show you how it's done, all right? With an iron rod and a real hard-ass stiff boot to the ass. We're going to put foot in your asses, boy. Ecclesiasticus 10, start reading at 7. Pride is hateful before Yahweh and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. Because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit. How did the nation of Edom get all of their riches? By deceit, by murder, by the sword, man. That was their blessing. All right? That was Esau's blessing, the sword, and that just continued through his bloodline. Okay? All right? Why is earth and ashes proud? Why are these people, man, that are earth and ashes? All right? Why are they so proud? They're not gods, but they make themselves seem like them. There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such an one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. The physician cutteth off a long disease. And who is the physician? Yahweh Shai. Okay? Yahweh Shai, man. He's the physician, and he's going to cut this long disease off, man, because these people have plagued this earth way too many times. As the Greeks, as the Romans, okay? During the Renaissance, man, when the Spaniards and the other Europeans started the Germanic tribes, the Spaniards, okay, they're the long disease, man. And now the Americans and British, that's the long disease, man. And the physician is coming to cut them off, all right? And he that is a king today, tomorrow shall die. Because these people, man, with all this money and all this power, they get ready to get jacked the hell up, man. For when a man is dead, he shall inherit creeping things, beasts, and worms. The beginning of pride is when one departeth from Yahweh, and his heart is turned away from his maker. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out an abomination, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. And that is what is getting ready to happen to the nation of Edom. Let me read that one more time. The Lord overthrew countries of the heathens and destroyed them to the foundations of the earth. The Lord hath cast down the thrones of the proud princes, and setteth up the meek in their stead. The Lord hath plucked up the root of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their places. Okay? So the lowly are going to be put in the places of the proud. Let me read this other one up here again. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities. And I read about those strange calamities earlier. And overthrew them utterly. The Most High is getting ready to destroy this fucking place, man. And we can't wait. And with that, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakal Kadash, then double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the Ak and the Akwaf that are listening and learning.